Hey everybody. So here we are with the end of the project. You're going to go ahead and do a presentation. So the scenario goes like this. You're going to present the findings of your company, what's been going on in your company for the last month. You've been open for about that long. And you're going to present this to stakeholders, internal stakeholders, meaning people that work there, and investors or potential investors. So basically you just want to show others how well your business is doing. So before you get too concerned about this, there's a lot of instructions here about what they want in it, but the nice thing is they provide you with some templates. So you can either do this as a PowerPoint or as a Word document. Either one is fine. I find most students are probably going to do PowerPoint. If you need additional help with PowerPoint, there's a tutorial there, but there's also lots of instructional videos on YouTube that could really get you going with that. But either one works. So each of these, in each template, there's going to provide you with an overview of what's in the rubric. So remember, in the rubric, if you don't cover each of these sections, you can't get credit for it. It'll be not evident, and you'll get 0 for that particular part of the rubric. So by covering all the parts of the rubric, that's the best way to ensure that you do well. And the templates are going to help you to do that. So you can see there's a bunch of sections of the rubric. And so let's go ahead and look at the Word document first. So this is the Word document that's a template, and so you can see it provides you with everything you need to get started. And it goes through and it provides you with each of the areas of the rubric: the purpose, methods, costing system, selling price, and it gives you what you need to include. So make sure you make this look professional. So include all that information, but also include explanations. Remember, spelling and grammar are very important. Make sure you cover the explanations and make them clear, and provide anything else you need. Now it says copy and paste your completed table. So let's just see how you would do that real quickly. So if I go back to my Excel spreadsheet, so what I'll do is, this is a different part of the Excel spreadsheet, but just let's say you wanted to copy and paste this. So if I grab this and then I copy it, Control C, if I come into here in the Word document and I do Control V, I get something very awkward looking. So I'm going to take that out. Instead, what's better to do is to do a right click and then paste as a picture. And it works a lot better that way. I'm going to tell you, do not put any kind of linkable, anything that needs to be linked to something else. If you put a table that's linked to the spreadsheet, most of the times it doesn't work. And if you put anything in here and it doesn't work, then I'm not going to be able to give you credit for it. So make sure that when you do this, you don't link different documents together or spreadsheets to documents. Instead, don't just copy and paste stuff. That's not what this is about. It's about explaining. If I just had a bunch of investors and I just threw out some tables and said, figure it out for yourself, that wouldn't be very useful. So you need to explain everything that you provide in your own words, and make sure you reference anything that you need to. Any kind of sources that you use should be referenced. So what if I want to use the PowerPoint? Well, it's fairly simple. You can just go in and there's a template that provides you with all the different areas. Again, a PowerPoint provides the basic details in the slide, but then you have to put explanation down in the speaker's notes. They call this the speaker note area. So you need to put that there so that you thoroughly explain what's going on. It's like if you've ever watched the news and they throw up some kind of chart and then they explain it in their own words. Well, you would put the chart here and then you would have to explain it. If you just throw the chart up there, that's not going to cut it. If you need to copy and paste anything, again, the best way to do it is to right click and then paste as a picture. And that usually can fit things in there a lot easier, and then you can go in and you can make changes. Also, if you have to do any referencing and you have to cite a source, make sure you provide the cite to your reference on the slide itself. If you put the citation of the reference you use in the speaker's notes, nobody sees that. Only the speaker sees it. You want to show the world where you got the source. So You would provide your references, of course, at the end, but when you want to cite the use of a reference in the project, make sure that you put the citation here in the slide rather in the speaker's notes. Don't try to link any kind of external worksheets or anything here. Instead, copy and paste as a picture. What I would do then at the end is just go through one final review if I was you and make sure that everything in the rubric you covered. And if you at least hit on each one of these sections, you're going to do well. Where students usually do worse is when they completely ignore one of the elements of the rubric. Good luck.